صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. الحمد لله رب العالمين. Inshallah, today we are continuing from where we stopped in the previous lesson, chapter 5 of the Al-Ajrumiyyah. And of course, today we are continuing from where we stopped yesterday. So, without wasting much time, let's just begin. We are going to be discussing verbs. So, he begins by saying that Al-Af'alu thalathatun madin wa mudari'un wa amrun. Verbs are three. They are three categories. The first one is madi, fi'l al-madi, then fi'l al-mudari', and then fi'l al-amr. I'm sure most of us or all of us know this. These are basics. We all know fi'l al-amr, fi'l al-mudari', and then fi'l al-madi. So the fi'l al-madi is the past tense verb, fi'l al-mudari' is the present tense verb, and then the fi'l al-amr is the command verb. So let me enlarge the screen so that you can see very well. Okay. So if you observe here, I've made it in red. Okay, here. These are examples I've put there. So for example, the fi'l al-madi, if I say daraba, that is fi'l al-madi. Okay, zahaba, jalasa, that's fi'l al-madi. Fi'l al-mudari, example, if I say yadribu, daraba, yadribu. Yadribu, he is hitting or he is beaten. That is fi'l al-mudari. Then fi'l al-amr, example, idrib, okay, hit or beat, okay, or izhab. So all these are fi'l al-amr. Okay. So he continued by saying that nahwa daraba wa yadribu wadrib. So he has given, that's the example I've talked about. He now says that فالماضي مفتوح الآخر أبدا. The madi, the fi'l al-madi, the past tense verb, its last letter is always maftuh. It is always having fatha. So observe, this is the mujarrad, in the mujarrad form. Example, doraba, you see it is ending with doraba. It is, the ba is having the last letter, is having what? Fatha. So it is maftuh. So meaning that most of the verbs that we are having in the Arabic language, they are verbs, the past tense verbs are always mansub. Their ending are always mansub. Meaning their ending are always having fatha. Example, daraba, zahaba, jalasa. I hope that is clear. So that's what he says. Maftuhul akhir abadan, always. Wal amru majzumun abadan. And the amr, the command is always majzum. Meaning it is always, the ending is always jazm. Example, idrib. You see it is having school, so that's jazm. Okay, izhab. Okay, kum, kul. All these amr, they are having school on the last letter, and that is what? Jazm. Of course, there are other forms of jazm, but the most important thing is that it is always going to be majzum. Okay, so wal amru majzumun abadan. Wal mudari'u ma kana fi awwalihi ihda az-zawa'id al-arba'a. So he's saying that, and then the mudari', the present tense verb, it is always beginning with what he's coming to say. So he's now saying that كَقَوْلُكَ anaitu. So if you say anaitu here, okay, that's what he has written here, anaitu. Okay, I hope you can see here, anaitu. So if you say anaitu, you can see hamza, nun, yai, and then ta. So meaning that present tense verbs are always beginning with them. Example, zahaba is a past tense verb. Now the present tense is what? You can say ana azhabu. So that is the a. The nun, nazhabu. The ya, yazhabu. The ta, tazhabu. So that's what he's saying. Fi'l al-mudari are always beginning with one of these letters. You either see ana azhabu or nazhabu or yazhabu or tazhabu. So that is what he has written as anaitu. These letters is always going to be one of them beginning a fi'l al-mudari. Okay. So he now says that وَهُوَ مَرْفُوءٌ أَبَدًا, and it is always marfu. It is always in a state of raf. The fi'l mudari, they are always marfu, always. حَتَّى يَدْخُلُ عَلَيْهِ نَاصِبٌ أَوْ جَازِمٌ, until a nasib is an adatun nasb, meaning that an adatun nasb is anything that enters on a verb and make it mansub, or jazm the same way, or jazm, a jazm the same way is an adat is a tool that enters on a verb and make it jazm. So unless a nasib or a jazm enters upon the verb will always, the present tense verb is always going to be marfu until a nasib or a jazm enters on it. Now he says that فَالنَّوَاصِبُ عَشْرَةٌ, the nawasib, the adatul nasb, they are 10. That's what he says. Wahia, and they are, so he's coming to mention the adawatul nasb. He mentioned them. Wahia, an, so the first one is an, walan, wa is, wa kay, walam, walam kay, walam juhud, wa hatta, wal jawab bil fa, wal waw, wa aw, wal jawazim, thamaniyatu ashara. So that is the 10 that he has mentioned. These are the 10 that he has mentioned. The 10 adawatun nasb. Okay, the an, the lam, the lan, an, lan, is, kay, lam juhud, hatta, wa jawabu bil fa, wa jawabu bil waw, wa aw. These are the adawatun nasb. Inshallah, we'll look at example governing them, so then don't worry. Very soon we'll look at examples on them. He now says that وَالْجَوَازِمْ ثَمَانِيَةُ أَشَرَ, and then the jawazim, bimana adawatul jazm, they are 18. ثَمَانِيَةُ أَشَرَ, they are 18. وَهِيَ, and they are lam, walamma, wa'alam, wa'alamma, walamul amr, wad-du'a, walam fi nahi wad-du'a, wa in, wa ma, wa man, wa mahma, wa isma, wa ayyu, wa mata, wa ayyana, wa ayna, wa anna, wa haysuma, wa kayfama, wa idha fi shar khassa. So these are the 18 that he has mentioned. And as I said, we'll look at examples governing them. So I have made it a little bit of a diagram, not necessarily a diagram, it's just examples from the Quran on the adawatul nasb and then the adawatul jazm. So please observe, these are the examples. We'll look at them. So this is the first. Let me fit it to there. So as you can see here, I've said that adawatul nasb fil Quran fi ma yati. So this is from the Quran, and so if you look at here, we are beginning with adawatul nasb. Okay, the nawasib first. So if you can see, so wa iskultum, this, as I said, all these examples are from the Quran. Wa iskultum, so let's look at the first one. Wa iskultum ya Musa lan nu'mina laka. So you can see here, this lan is an adatul nasb. So after it comes, you can see nu'mina. It was initially nu'min. I hope that is clear. But as it comes, the noon, which is a fi'l, which is initially having dhamma, has turned to fatha. Okay, as we said, fi'l mudari, they are always marfu. I hope that is clear. Fi'l mudari are always marfu, but it is now mansub because of the lan. So lan nu'mina, not lan nu'minu. I hope that is clear. Then the next one, لن نؤمن لك حتى نرى الله جهرة فأخذتهم الصاعقة وأنتم تنظرون. Then the next one, إن الذين آمنوا ثم كفروا ثم آمنوا ثم كفروا ثم ازدادوا كفرا لم يكن الله ليغفر لم يكن الله ليغفر. So this lam is an adatun nasb. After it comes, it was initially yaghfiru. Okay, yaghfiru, the ra was actually having dhamma, but because of the lam, it has now become mansub bil fatha. So liyaghfira. So this is an adatun nasb. I hope that is clear. Okay. Then the next one is tajibu li rabbikum min qabli an ya'tiya. So you can see this an. This an is an adatun nasb, as he has Sheikh mentioned before. So it's an adatun nasb. It's a nasb when it comes, the verb that is following it, the present tense verb that is following it will have to be mansub. Okay. Then min qabli an ya'tiya yawmun la maradda lahu min Allah. So that is it. Then the next one, قالوا لن نبرح عليه عاكفين. So لن نبرح. Okay, لن نبرح. You can see the ending is ending with what? With fatha, and that is mansub bil fatha, and it was initial having dhamma, but because of the lan, which is an adatun nasb, it has become mansub. Then the last one, كلوا من طيبات ما رزقناكم ولا تطغوا فيه فيحل. I hope that is clear. فيحل. So this fa, if you can remember, he mentioned وجواب بالفا وجواب بالواو. He mentioned it when he was mentioned. So this is the similar fa he mentioned. So this fa here, فيحل. So it is ولا تطغوا فيه فيحل عليكم. So it is, let me show you what here you can see here. والجواب بالفاء والواو. So this is what we are talking about. الجواب بالفاء والواو. So that is the similar fa we are finding here. فيحل عليكم غضبي. So it is initially يحل. I hope that is clear. يحل. Okay. So that is for the adawatu, the nawasib. Okay. Now let's look at the jawazim, adawatu jazm. Okay. This is a mistake. As a khata on minni. This is a mistake. This is supposed to be jazm, adawatu jazm. Okay, not nasab. We have looked at nasab in the first one. So this is a typing mistake. It's a typing mistake. Okay, so here is supposed to be jazm. I hope that is clear. Okay. So let's look at them. The first one, لينفق ذو سعة من سعته. I hope that is clear. This lam, we call it lamul amr. We call it lamul amr, and it is a jazm. It's a jazm. Okay. For example, if I say kum li nazhab, get up and let's go. Kum li nazhab. So it is a jazm. It makes the verb jazm that comes after a jazm. I hope that is clear. Then the next one, lam yalid wa lam yulad. So this lam yalid is a what? It's a jazm. It's a jazm. It makes the verb jazm. So lam yalid. It is initially yalidu. Walada yalidu is the verb, but lam yalidu. I hope that is clear. Now here, وَاعْتَصِمُوا بِحَبْلِ اللَّهِ جَمِيعًا وَلَا تَفَرَّقُوا. Okay, it's initially tafarraqa yatafarraqu or tafarraquna. There's initial noon there. There's noon at the end. Okay, but the noon has been removed because of the case that it is jazm bihasfin noon. I hope that is clear. Okay. The next one, أَأُنزِلَ عَلَيْنَا الذِّكْرُ مِنْ بَيْنِنَا بَلْ هُمْ فِي شَكٍّ مِنْ ذِكْرِي بَلْ لَمَّا يَذُوقُوا. It's initially يَذُوقُونَ. The noon is there, but it is now jazm. Okay, here it has now become majzum. Majzum bihasfin noon. Majzum by the removal of the noon. I hope that is clear. Now the next one, لله ما في السماوات وما في الأرض وإن تبدوا. It is initial tubduna, there is noon, but it is now jazm by the removal of the noon because of the in. This in is from the adawatul jazm. He said it's a jazm. It's from the adawatul jazm. So in tubdu, the noon has been removed. I hope that is clear. Okay. The next one. ليس بأمانيكم ولا أماني أهل الكتاب من يعمل. So you see here, من يعمل. This is from the it's a shart. This particular sentence is a jumla. It's a conditional statement. Okay, it's a conditional statement. So we call them adawatu shart. This particular adawat, this particular tools. So for example, the man here, okay, the man here is an adawat shart. So when it comes similarly they are jawazim. So man ya'mal, you see here, man ya'mal, even you see it, man ya'mal misqala. Now, so this man here is a jazim, and so when it comes, the verb will become majzum. Okay. Aynama takunu is initial takununa. You see, it is initial what? Takununa, but because of the aynama, the noon has disappeared, meaning the aynama is from the jawazim. I hope that is clear. Okay. And so that is the end of this particular section. This particular section number 5, it is talking about jawazim, verbs. Then after the verbs, the past tense, the present, and then the amr. Then it talks about how they are i'rab, and then what affects them. And it mentioned the nawasib and then the jawazim. So we have looked at the examples of some of them, not all of them.